A massive aerial onslaught of 728 drones and 6 hypersonic missiles launched across Ukraine in one terrifying night. Russia's largest airstrike since the war began. The death toll rises, the West scrambles, and Trump, now 5 months into his second term, makes his boldest move. In this video, we are going to read between the lines behind Russia's motive, Trump's policy shift, and the EU's €100 billion aid package, and why peace with Putin remains out of reach. The Kremlin launched its deadliest drone barrage on July 10, 2025. Targets spanned across Kyiv, Donetsk, and the northwestern city of Lutsk, just 200 kilometers from Poland. Ukraine's Air Force intercepted the majority of drones, but several hypersonic missiles pierced through, causing death, structural damage, and triggering NATO alarm bells. Poland's scrambled fighter jets and air raid sirens rang out across Kyiv. Zelensky described it as a stark reminder of why sanctions on Russian oil and uranium must be intensified. But what shocked the world nearly as much as the assault was the response from Washington. President Donald Trump, previously hesitant to confront Putin, has tried hard to make ceasefire deal between Russia and Ukraine, called him out directly, saying we get a lot of bullshit thrown at us by Putin. He's very nice all the time, but it turns out to be meaningless. He pledged a fresh batch of weapon exports for Ukraine, potentially including the powerful Patriot missile defense system, reversing a recent Pentagon hold on it. Trump also voiced support for a stunning 500% tariffs on nation buying Russian energy, a move that could reshape global trade and pressure China and others still fueling the Kremlin's war machines. Europe isn't standing still either. The EU is preparing a massive €100 billion support package for Ukraine, the largest in its history. The fund will help supply military equipment, fortify energy infrastructure, and stabilize Ukraine's war-torn economy. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz declared that diplomacy with Russia has failed, and Kyiv will not be left to stand alone. Why does Russia escalate now, even as global pressure grows? In foreign affairs, war expert Lawrence Freeman lays it bare. Putin still thinks he can win. Despite rising costs and mounting casualties, the Kremlin sees opportunity. Military gains in Donetsk, Western fatigue, and a war economy bolstered by oil exports to Asia. Friedman writes, the Kremlin will end its war in Ukraine only when it knows that victory is impossible. Pope Leo offered to host peace talks at the Vatican. Zelensky welcomed the idea. Putin rejected it outright. Even Trump's unconditional ceasefire proposal, accepted by Ukraine, was ignored by Moscow. For the Kremlin, it's about leverage. Talks don't make sense unless they are winning. And right now, they are. Zelensky is pushing hard for faster aid delivery. The US and EU seem ready to oblige, but time is critical. Patriot missiles, fresh sanctions, and Europe's massive financial lifeline may help tip the balance. But will they arrive in time? Meanwhile, Ukraine braces for more nights in metro shelters, more missile sirens, and more loss. 4 years into war, the front line hasn't moved far, but the stakes have never been higher. Russia believes time is on its side. Ukraine and its allies are trying to prove otherwise now. Will Trump's new posture and Europe's €100 billion package be enough? Or is it the world still one step behind Putin? We'll be watching and we'll keep you informed.